Do you really seek our permission?
I do.
Because I want to ask you a quick question. You told your counsel, it's not like you are requesting him to make an application. You were telling him that you are not going to come back, correct?
That is correct.
Did counsel had a choice to say to you, not this way?
We didn't speak much. I told him that and he left.
Because you were telling him you're not seeking his counsel as your counsel.
I couldn't seek his counsel because I'm not allowed to speak to him. So I informed him that this is what I was going to do, and I was going to get legal advice, not from him, but legal advice.
Well, if you could not speak to him, couldn't you then wait and speak for yourself?
Chairperson, I wanted him to communicate that.
So he had no choice but just to tell us what you wanted or what you had decided, correct?
If you put it that way, then that's true. I suppose he had no choice. I don't know.
If I put it that way, is that how you answer?
I don't know if he had a choice or not, Chairperson.
You told him to tell us, not so.
Chairperson, I will not be shouted at here. I'm trying really to help.
You have been totally disrespectful to everybody here.
Well, I apologize then,
and
Chairperson.
we have been so patient with you, disrespecting almost everybody. And this has gone into the record. We've been so patient with you.
It's not the sense I get, but it's fine.
Well, the record will speak for itself.
Indeed.
It has spoken for itself. And today, you decided to be totally disrespectful to this hearing.
That was not my intention.
Not only to us, but to everybody here.
That was not my intention, Chairperson.
Well, everything has always been that not being your intention. But the fact speaks for itself. You've been disrespectful.
I apologize for that. It was not my
Advocate
intention.
Musamanyani.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's episode, I just want us to quickly talk about National Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Shamila Batoyi. You know what? She's so rude in that Nkabinde inquiry. Like on Monday, she refused to return to the proceedings after a lunch break. She stated that she needed to consult legal counsel before continuing her testimony. And everybody was so pissed in that inquiry. Everybody was just angry. This is what happens when you hire people who are incompetent. You know, these are the consequences of cadre deployment. Maybe we should investigate her qualifications because I've never seen somebody who's so incompetent. Not only that, she's arrogant, behaving like the ANC cadres, you know, those ANC cadres who didn't go to school, who are so arrogant just because they can get positions, because they've got connections. I mean, there's no difference between Brown Mokhotsi and this advocate Shamila Batoyi. Like, honestly, I really don't understand. I mean, no wonder the National Prosecuting Authority is collapsing. Or should I just say it has collapsed? It collapsed a long time ago. Because this NDPP is clueless. She knows nothing about the dockets. She's been asked there about the dockets. She doesn't read emails. What a stupid woman. Not only she's rude, she's stupid, in my opinion. I mean, you are the whole NDPP and you mean to tell me you are relying on lawyers. You don't know your duties. You don't know what to do in that office. You've been delegating to your deputy NDPP because this is what she's telling the inquiry. She doesn't read the dockets. If her deputy NDPP is copied or CC'd on emails, she doesn't care. The deputy will do the job because she's clueless. She knows nothing. What a shame. I don't understand because we've got capable people, we've got capable women. I mean, we've seen Advocate Silo, the evidence leader at the Madlanga Commission. What a brilliant woman. Even Commissioner Sisi Baloyi, she's brilliant. But why do we have to have stupid people in these public entities? Like, seriously, South Africa is so messy. No wonder the criminal cartels are taking over. They've realized that the NDPP is just so stupid because she's not aware of anything in that office. I remember she lied at the ad hoc committee when she was asked about the cases that were submitted by the then mayor of Johannesburg, Herman Mashaba. Back then, Herman Mashaba was a DA member, and he said he submitted so many cases of fraud and corruption. The city's forensic unit handed over to the NPA about 6,000 cases of fraud, corruption, and maladministration, totaling more than 35 billion rand in transactions. What did this stupid woman do? She did absolutely nothing. Then she tried to lie, because I remember Honorable James questioned her about those cases. At first, she was like, I didn't receive any emails. But then she was confronted with proof. She was exposed that all along she was lying. That woman is a fraud. Don't understand why she's still the NDPP. Whoever had her should be ashamed. She's so incompetent. She relies on lawyers. She can't even answer simple questions about the scope of the work that she does in that office. She does not know what to do. She doesn't know her duties in that office. That's why she's relying on lawyers. She wants to lie to that inquiry. She's dodging the inquiry and it's not working out for her. Shame. Advocate Tembeka Ngwaitobi is busy grilling her, roasting her there, exposing her shenanigans. He's actually exposing that Shamila Batoyi is just a stupid woman, so incompetent, who knows absolutely nothing. And she was trying to dodge the inquiry today by releasing herself without asking permission. Advocate Ngwaitobi said that I think the best would be to ask my learned colleague who's leading the evidence to tell us where the witness is, because the witness does not appear to have returned from lunch. And then Advocate David Mahlomonyane, speaking on behalf of the evidence leading team, confirmed that the NPA had informed them that Batoyi wished to be excused from the proceedings to obtain legal advice. I mean, what nonsense is that? What legal advice she's going to obtain, because she can't even save her career now. She's the one who told President Cyril Ramaphosa to suspend Chauke. President Cyril Ramaphosa then established the Nkabinde Commission. So now she can't deal with this thing. She's mad. This woman is really mad. She then told the commission that I decided, Chairperson, that I was not going to come back pending getting proper legal counsel. She insisted that her decision was a matter of personal integrity and did not seek prior permission from the panel. What personal integrity? That woman has no shame, has no integrity whatsoever. She's just condescending. Anyway, let me know on the comment section, what do you think about this whole saga of this woman. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye. See you on the next episode.